During the day, Karina had been awaiting a call from the customer to arrange a meeting time. She realized there might be an overlap, and she asked her husband Victor to go to the second one. He did and called, but informed her his phone was dying and it would turn off soon. Karina finally settled the issue with the first customer and drove to meet him. When she was finished, she called her husband, but his phone wasn't available. She assumed he was somewhere on his way to the office. She got into a traffic jam. After standing for a while, she turned to the side and drove home through the backyards. Victor was sure his wife would be late at the office. She usually came home after him, but not this time. He didn't understand himself. Why did he need this maid Lyubov? Well, she was always spinning around him, tempting him. Still, this day he eventually gave in to temptation. Karina came down to the first floor. There she was wondering what to do. Kick him out right away or give him time to pack his bags. She opted for the second option. Better to cut it short at once. So this couple appeared. The husband looked at his wife with guilt and the maid came out of the house with her stuff. And what are you standing here for? Shifting from one foot to another? Aren't you interested in my money anymore? When you were working for me as a driver, you dreamt of marrying me so badly. I fell for it. And you got the courage. Pack your things and get out after this. I don't need you more, either as an assistant or as a husband. And what will you tell our son when he comes back from the camp? Are you scared? Let the boy know the truth and the consequences of cheating. Oh, don't, Karina. I'll take my stuff and move to the hotel. Victor was gone, and Karina felt empty inside. Only now did she realize that she was the one who loved, while her husband didn't. In the morning, Karina came to the office and saw Victor there. Why have you come? I warned you yesterday. By law, I still have 2 weeks to work. So you have to bear with me for that time. And I'll look for a job as driver. You know the laws well. But what about sleeping with another woman? Is that the law as well? I'm sorry. It's my fault. But don't repeat this, please. We have to pick Dima up from the camp in 3 days. I'll go. I don't even know how it's going to be. But he loves me. Maybe I'll live in the guest room? I'll think about it and you take the letters from Kira and deliver them by address. Karina didn't want to forgive her husband. They had lived together for 11 years, and their son was very attached to his father. If they were to live in the same house, it would only be good for the son. Still, they weren't strangers. And where would Victor go? To a rented flat? She decided to live with her husband as neighbors. She wasn't planning to get married again. What if she would meet someone like that again? Someone only interested in money? But for all the years of their marriage, Karina hadn't noticed her husband interested only in well-being. He was affectionate, tender and attentive. He always understood her and never asked unnecessary questions. She didn't wish to lose him. Even a strong woman needs a man's shoulder, and Victor was like that. In the evening, when her husband drove her home, she announced, "You can move back, but to the guest room. Actually, my things are in the trunk of the car. I was sleeping in the car by your house. I left for work early. I washed and shaved there." Victor brought their son home. Karina watched them in the evening. She noticed how interesting it was for the two of them together. So she did the right thing when she accepted her husband back. Even if she wouldn't forgive this cheating right away, she would eventually. She hired the maid at a certain age. Although a goat will always find a cabbage, Karina invited her husband to her bedroom after a couple of months. "Vitya, I forgive you that situation. But please understand, fleeting relationships can spoil everything for you." "Yes, I understand now, Karina, and I'm still suffering from that." Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.